Hey guys, on the way to the hospital right now. My grandma's just got there. She may have had a heart attack. She had some breathing difficulties, and my aunt, who lives with her, quickly called the ambulance. And basically, the hospital stays is quite close by to where she lives, so it's quite strategic in a sense. Um, but anyway, I'm heading there now because I just felt that I have not been a very good grandchild, and this is the grandma that's actually raised me for the first 12 years of my life. Because in the first 12 years of my life, my mom and dad were very caught up with their job, especially my mom. My mom chose to be a businesswoman, and basically let family take a backseat. So when I was 12, going 13, that's when I was supposed to go back to live with my parents and at home, right? And home wasn't really home for me because uh, as far as I was concerned, I was going away to an unfamiliar place with two strangers, and that's what they were. I mean, my dad did spend a lot of buddy time with me, which was good, but you know, through my youth, my mom never really took the time to understand me, and as a result, as far as I was concerned, my grandma was my real mom because she was the one that knew my challenges and the things that I liked and disliked, and she was the one that would pick me up from home, um, or pick me from home to school and vice versa. And she was the one that would give me, an allowance. I mean, even though the money came from my parents, but she was the one that gave me the 50-cent coins to put into my savings box. And I remember the time when it was about when I was 13. I ran away from home because I just couldn't take it. I couldn't take my parents, the way my mom treated me. So my mom was very unreasonable, and I ran back to my grandma's place at 11 p.m. There were no more buses, so I literally ran away. I mean, it was not very far apart, and I literally ran. I ran fast, and I knew I had a place to go, a place to sleep in. And I even told my grandmother, lie to my mom that I was not around, that I was somewhere else, because I was just so sick and tired of my mom. And during the time that I was there, so eventually my mom got around as to know that I was actually my grandma's place, and they kind of like, okay, if that's the case, why don't you just chill out and stay there for like a week or so? So that's what I did, and during the time, it was. I mean, I had some savings. I've always been a very good saver in the early part of my life, which is an irony because nowadays, I'm strapped with like cash flow issues. But back then, I was a very good saver, and I thought, well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I could make do. If my grandma was just gonna give me like 50 cents or $1 a day, I would still spend as little as I could, and I would save as much as I could. I could still get by, and I've got the savings. It's fine. And what really pains me is that because I have lived my life the way that society preaches, to go through school, to go to college, and then kind of like get a job, and just following what society wanted me to do, and following what my parents said was the right thing to do. I realized that it got me nowhere because there's no such thing as job security, and eventually, 6 months ago, I was on the verge of bankruptcy because suddenly whatever clientele I had built up in my tennis business, it just disappeared because the rain happened, and also the economy was taking a bad hit because all the banks were having issues, and all my main clientele that came from banks all went away. And I was unable to. I still remember how happy my grandma was the first time I actually gave her some cash. You know, not once but a couple of occasions, because I told her like my business was doing well. I got my life back on track. I mean, I've been up and down a couple of times in my life before, but when I got my life back on track, I gave her some cash on several occasions, and she was very happy with me. And she told all my mom and uncles and aunts how proud of me she was. But yet, it was so soon after that, I would again, be into problems. I mean, not exactly problems, but I had my family, and so I wasn't able to contribute as much as I could. I wasn't able to give back so much, and quite frankly, I let my life slide away. Didn't really take charge of a lot of things, and I'm just very regretful that I couldn't be the best grandchild I've been, even though I'm supposed to be, her first and favorite grandson. First and favorite grandson happened to be the one that wasn't able to spend as much time as possible with the favorite grandma, who really is my mom, my real mom. My grandma is my real mom, not my actual mom. So anyway, I'm coming. Just hang in there. I'll be there. I don't know what the bill is gonna cost, but I'm just very glad that I've been able to free up enough cash. Over the past couple of months, I've cleared 3 credit cards. Although I maxed out 5 credit cards in the past, but I cleared out 3. So with 3 cards of credit limit, I should be able to do whatever I need to do. I'll save you. It's the least I can do. It's the least I can do for taking care of me all these years. I don't know why my life has to be so dramatic, and I always think that there's a bigger reason. There must be some kind of a reason why all these things keep happening in my life. The most dramatic life ever. It's like not normal. Things always happen like this. As soon as I solve an issue, there's another issue coming up, but I don't know. For everyone's good, for everyone around me, I'm gonna make my internet business work, because it's the only business that's been taking care of me, but society only gave me bullshit. This internet business is gonna, I hope, and I've been wanting to give my grandma like acupuncture treatments with this infrared acupuncture technology. It's the newest in my country. But all I could do was tell my parents and my uncles and aunts about it, but I mean, no one wanted to shell out that kind of money, because it was just stupid money. It was the only available laser acupuncture in the country, so it was like 5 times the price of everything else, but supposedly it was good. It all happened when my grandma had this knee issue. She kind of like fell off a chair and knocked herself on something, and ever since then she has not been normal. Ever since then, she hasn't been able to walk properly, and she went from the use of a walking stick to one of those things that you push along, and then to a wheelchair, and it's all within a span of like a year. It's just so fast. So fast, it wasn't even funny. and there was the acupuncture thing that could possibly be the solution, but couldn't afford it. But you know what? I'm gonna give it my best. I'm gonna work as hard as I need to work. I'm gonna not even double, I'm gonna like quadruple my income within the next 90 days. So that I can pay for everything that needs to be paid for. I can solve all the problems that can be solved with money. And I can be responsible for everyone that I need to be responsible for. And most importantly, I want to spend more time with my grandma, if she lives on, and be the best grandson I can be until the dying day. Hanging there, almost there. So like right here, we're actually already at the place we need to be, and I'm gonna get myself a car park space. Alright, bye guys.